kitty. Meow, meow, meow. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Alright everybody, what we got here, as you can tell by the time, is a very long battle. If you don't like Star Wars, then at probably 6.5 to 8 minutes, you're welcome just to skip to the end. Because there's not going to be too much. So, got a battle here versus a guy who was one of my original subscribers for sure. He said he saw Battle 15 when I had probably less than 50. So, I see a fortress, and I decided to see if I can wreck it first before he sets up Stealth Rock. Unfortunately, I leave him single-digit HP, which pisses me off, and of course he hits me with Earthquake instead, which leaves me very vulnerable for the future. So now I have a decision of, do I want to set up rocks or do I want to kill him? Which is really not a place where I want to be, because if I'm wrong, I could lose my Empoleon. So I just went for the kill and decided that hopefully I can set up rocks later, which looks like it's going to be right now. So he puts up a wish. I guess he expected I would Grass Knot again, but it's not going to really hurt. Vaporeon is one of very few pokes that Grass is super effective against, and where Grass Knot is worse than Energy Ball. Anyway, I hate Vaporeon. I don't really have much to kill it with, at least not very quickly, so I do need to figure out if it's got Ice Beam or Hidden Power Electric or Toxic or something like that. And it looks like Hidden Power Electric is his filler move. So I'm able to set up a sub as he gets the heck out of there, and he goes to a Tauros, which I'm thinking, sweet, I block his Intimidate, and he doesn't see this coming at all. Pursuit breaks my sub, however, Focus Punch is going to take out Tauros, which I really didn't think it would, because it does have a lot of defense, just naturally, but I'm able to take it out. I don't know how much or how well, if it was min-max, whatever, but in the end, I don't care. It's gone, which is cool for me. So, Gengar's sitting pretty low. Thankfully, he doesn't have any other priority. And I'm just going to Pain Split right here, I believe. Yep, Pain Split right here. Restore some of that hit points. Hurt him down a little bit there. Get him worried. And he hits me with the Surf, which negates the Pain Split more than completely. I lost 20 hit points, essentially. And I guess he lost a couple hundred, but whatever. So, of course, it happens to put me just a few hit points shy of a sub. I think, what, like 55 or 56 is a sub on this guy? 54? Something like that. So that's really, really frustrating. But I've got to switch out. So Cress, obviously, is my standard, don't know what the hell to do, so let's just waste time poke. So I can go in here, try and put that thing to sleep so that he won't wish anymore, which is my thought process. I did see HP Electric, so I know Dragonite is going to be safe as well. Just get up one quick dance. But I'm greedy. I'd want to get 2 just to guarantee that the game is over. And I don't know how much Surf is going to do to Dragonite, so I didn't want to go to it. Obviously, Tangrowth is a potential option as well, but he's got really bad special defense, and I still think Surf would probably hurt him more than I want it to. So I ended up going to Cress, and when I saw Ninjask, I figured I can't put that thing to sleep. So I go out to Empoleon so I can ruin its sub, but I don't. Both of us are blown away that I do not break that thing's substitute. Blown away. Anyway, in comes a Celebi, and I'm thinking, man, do I go for Aqua Jet again? I kind of have to. Because obviously now it's going to be resisted, and this guy's got a lot more defense than Ninjask has, but his sub can't have very much left. It can't have anything left. So I go for it, I break it, and probably a useless crit. So ends up taking, yeah, definitely a useless crit. Ends up taking down my Empoleon, but hey, did its job. Killed the lead, set up rocks, and used it later for priority to save me. So that was perfect. Doing your job perfectly. So I bring in Heatran, scares it away, so cool. It thinks I'm Scarfed. Or at the very least, it doesn't think Grass Knot's going to hurt me very much at all. I don't really know what else it could do to me. Maybe set up Leech Seed or something. T-Wave me. Wasn't quite sure. But I protected to scout out the move, and unfortunately didn't have a sub up in that case. So I set my sub up now because I know Ninjask ain't going to hurt me, and he just passes dry, which is very strange. He didn't even sub up himself to get that. So whatever, no big deal. It allows me to protect and sub and torment on this thing because I know I can definitely stall it out for a very long time. It would take me ages and a half to kill it, and I don't want to hit it with Lava Plume yet because I would rather get it to sleep than get it burned. Burn is not going to be that useful on Vaporeon, since it can just heal itself up. So just tormenting a little bit, wasting some time from it, getting lefties back myself, and double checking that I do in fact know all 4 moves, which I do. And I don't want to stall just yet, though. The stall war has not started yet. So I go out to Tangrowth because I figure now is the time, and just to make something happen, make a risky offensive play, predict the move that he's going to use, probably HP Electric or maybe Wish, and see if I can get in without any damage on. So he brings in his Celebi, which I know is more offensive than otherwise, as he keeps going to it to kill my guys. I just don't know if it's a Calm Minder, or I don't know how much investment it's going to have, etc. So I'm going to stay in, be risky, set up my Sunny Day, and then I know that if I do end up almost dying, I'll be able to hit it with a Hidden Power Fire and then Revenge Kill it later. But I end up freaking dying, so I tell him, Specs? He goes, yep. So he's got a Specs Celebi right here, which just one-hit KO'd my plant monster. Which sucks, but at the very least, whenever one of my guys doesn't work, he still works in the knowledge department. I'm still gaining information. Now I know what that Celebi can do, and so I know Heatran is going to be a very good, and even potentially Dragonite is going to be a very good switch into it. So I go to sleep immediately because I want to get off some sleep instead of some burn, because I had a pretty good feeling something annoying, like Vaporeon, is going to come in, stupid Murfish, and unfortunately he protects. The one time, I knew this would happen too, the one time it shifts over a Psycho Shift first as opposed to Rest, of course he protects on it. So I don't really have a choice. I have to go for it again and hope I get it, which thankfully I do. So I'm definitely pointing to the sky with that one. I get a sleepover on that, which really it just saves time, because I would have just gone to sleep and then tried to shift over and he would have protected more, and it just would have wasted a ton of time. So that's all really that quote-unquote getting lucky did. But anyway, I've got Gengar in there, and I just don't trust it yet. I don't know how much it's going to hurt Celebi, because Celebi obviously is base 100 bulk. So I just don't trust it yet. I want to get this thing burned, but prevent him from giving it a wish. So that's my thought process right now. The stall war has definitely started for you guys who don't care. So I want to get Celebi burned, have it come in on some Stealth Rock, and then I'll trust Gengar to one-hit KO it. I just don't know yet. So I go to this guy thinking maybe I can get a dance up if he's sleeping, if he wants to stay in, trying to wake up, trying to wish. I can capitalize on that. But he brings in Celebi, and I don't have Fire Punch or Flamethrower on this one, which I might switch to now that his 4th move hasn't been used yet. So I go back to Cress to evade some hits. I don't know if he's got Hidden Power Ice or whatever yet, so I go back to sleep. I wasn't worried that I would survive or not, because there's not going to be anything he can hurt me with very much, really at all. So in comes Vaporeon again. I go back to Heatran, figuring I can set up a sub. I can stall this thing out if it wants to be that way. Maybe I can just get him to get the heck out of here. Also, the most important factor is that right there, as he wishes, he's not going to go to Celebi right now, because I can hit it with a Lava Plume. So, just my question of, do I want to do Lava Plume, or do I want to use Torment? And I'm going to go with Torment, just to mess this thing up, since it's going to want to stay in. I figured he wouldn't go to Celebi. There's no way he would risk it. So I figured Torment was safe. I still don't want to burn this thing. I'd rather put it to sleep. And his wish is gone. I could protect now for a little bit of lefties, which I think I do, or maybe I sub up instead. No, I protect for some lefties. And he switches out to a Hitmonchan, which I'm not really scared about at all. Heatran, of course, is scared, but me as a whole team is not. So he goes with Earthquake. I didn't even know Hitmonchan could learn Earthquake, but it does, and I evade it, which is funny. In fact, 3 of my 4 Pokemon remaining completely are immune to it. So I Sleep Talk now, and it either misses or he protects. I forget which happened. I wasn't looking. Trying to watch Sports Center as Tiger Woods just gets divorced. Anyway, so here we are again. Just starting to get this. I'm starting to get frustrated. As okay, this is not going to end. I just need one turn of advantage. I need Dragonite to have a dance up, or I need Gengar to come in or have Gengar already be in when Celebi comes in, or something like that. I'm just trying to get one turn of initiative that is the way that I want it, and then I'll be okay, you know, regardless of what it is. I'll be okay after that. So now I'm starting to also get really mad that Tangrowth is gone, but he is, so I've got to deal with it. So just wasting time really, because I knew I was going to wake up, but I couldn't rest yet because I had no damage on. So I'm going to rest now, go back to sleep, shift over some sleep, hopefully. He surfs me, which tells me that he's obviously starting to get bored and pissed off and frustrated as well. So he's trying to predict me going into Gengar or going into Heatran while I try to predict his wishes and stuff, and see if he can finish off one of my sweepers and drastically help the odds of him. And despite the amount that I wanted to go to one earlier, I definitely am not going to go for one now. I'm still playing safe. Star Wars, you generally rather play safe, even though, as you saw, one good offensive move, if placed properly, can end the game. So, you know, that's just how they work. I'm figuring he probably has Ice Punch. I do have Ice Resist Berry, but I don't want to go for it just yet because he's also going to have priority. Well, he might have priority. He might have Mach Punch or something. I don't know. So I switch out to Cress because, one, I know Cress is going to be safe. Two, scout out his moves. So now I've seen Close Combat, I've seen Agility, I've seen Ice Punch and Earthquake. So that's his moveset. And again, I'm not afraid. So I've got it burned, so I'm really not afraid. Cress is back up to full, so I'm really not afraid. And things are looking good. I think I finally got my turn of initiative. He goes into Celebi. I really wanted to go to Gengar at that point. But I couldn't guarantee that he wouldn't use Ice Punch. So I just stayed in, tried to put it to sleep, and I don't. He goes with Leaf Storm, misses, don't care because I missed as well. And he goes for it again because he thinks it's going to hurt a lot. I tell him he's crazy. And Specs Stab Leaf Storm is going to do less than half to Cress, which is just beastly. So he's also now locked on Leaf Storm, and so I'm going to go to Dragonite for the ×4 resist when it's got -2 special attack, and yeah, I take nothing. So that's officially going to be the game because I'm going to get my Dragon Dance up. He stays in, which is my my acceptance of his admission of defeat, essentially. And I'm just going to get greedy, and get another dance up. And I know I'm going to be perfectly safe. Even if it does crit, I'm probably fine. So from here on out, I'm just going to finish it off. I go with Earthquake because I don't want to lock into Outrage yet. But it doesn't kill it. No big deal. Don't care. So I'll go with Earthquake again, just because I don't want to get locked into Outrage. Because with my luck, I'll confuse myself and kill myself, and I don't want that to happen. So no reason not to go with Earthquake, really. So, but now, however, I'm safe to go Outrage, and that is just what I do, and it's going to finish off the game. So thanks for playing for him. As I said, he subbed to me way early on back in the day, early mid-August 2007. And took you 3 years, buddy, but you finally got your match. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking through that for those of you who did. Peace.